let's talk about the Sixth Amendment. I always like to show a picture of Clarence Earl Gideon. Uh, Clarence Earl Gideon was he was he had been in and out of jail. Let's just say it that way. And he was charged with burglary of a pool hall. Burglary. And he was in Florida. He was in Florida. And when they asked him if he wanted to plead guilty, he said no. And he said that he wanted to go to trial. Well, they said that's fine. That's fine. But they would not give him an attorney. He couldn't afford an attorney. He couldn't afford one. So notice the year. This is 1963. And there was no requirement that attorneys be provided because the Sixth Amendment had not been incorporated yet. So the requirement that you have an attorney, that you get an attorney provided for you, even if you can't afford one, is Sixth Amendment. It only applied in federal cases until this. Now, Mr. Gideon got railroaded. From the way that it has been described, the case against him was very weak, but he didn't know the court proceedings, and he ended up being convicted. So he goes to prison, and he starts reading, and while he's in prison, and he looks and he sees the Sixth Amendment, and he's like, wow, that would have been really great if I had had an attorney. He gets some paper. He hand wrote a petition, and it basically just said, what happened to me wasn't fair. And I don't think that it is fair that just because I'm indigent and because I couldn't afford one, that I didn't get an attorney because I didn't understand what was happening. So this handwritten petition makes it to the Supreme Court. And Earl Warren and all of the Blackburn and the other judges, not only did they accept the case with this handwritten petition, they got an attorney to argue the case for Mr. Clarence Earl Gideon before the Supreme Court and waived all his fees. So this attorney argues the case in court, and the Warren court decided that attorneys are necessities, not luxuries, and mandated that at all levels, for everything really except Class C misdemeanors, tickets where there's no possible jail time, if a person cannot afford an attorney, then the government is going to have to find a way to provide an attorney for them. So that's county court, that's district court, that is all levels of court, even state court, where all that is before you is a violation of a state law or a question of a violation of a state law. You still get an attorney. And that is all because of Clarence Earl Gideon. Now, Clarence Earl Gideon did not get any compensation for being wrongly convicted. He did get let out of jail. He never got any money, but he is, and my understanding is that he died without having much money, died a pauper. But he wasn't in jail. And he changed the face of jurisprudence through his little handwritten petition. Case Gideon versus Wainwright. Sixth Amendment right to an attorney. Sixth Amendment also guarantees a speedy and public trial. It also guarantees a right to confront witnesses. And it guarantees a jury of your peers if you want one.